What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to cover a very important subject that oftentimes does not get enough coverage in the crypto space, so I'm going to cover it. It's basically FUD, which stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This is exactly what most investors feel when they're uncertain about their crypto investment. It can be any other investment, either real estate or stocks, it doesn't matter. It's basically the feelings that almost every investor goes through when they're uncertain about the near term or long term future of whatever they invested in. And in this particular case, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and the constant FUD that surrounds it literally every other week with every little piece of news that comes out about it. It's either always a ban or a regulation or an exchange, disabling services in a certain country. It's always something every other week. And I'm going to show you guys that all this nonsense FUD really doesn't do anything to Bitcoin. And it's not going to in the long term. And I'll show you guys and prove it to you because all this nonsense FUD is designed just to get you to click on it, make you fearful of the market, and panic sell through irrational fear. So let's get started. At the moment, Bitcoin is at almost $39,000. And like I mentioned, guys, every little piece of news literally makes the Bitcoin price go up and down. Not to the point where it completely pumps or completely dumps, but it's enough to make people, panic sell or view crypto in a different way. So let me get started with it. So let's start off with this article. Senator calls on the US government to ban Bitcoin. This article was published on February 26th of 2014. It just says a bunch of nonsense about how they want to, ban Bitcoin in the long term. And here's another article that reads, EU plans to ban Bitcoin to curb terrorism funding. This article published on November 23rd of 2015. Out of all the articles that I've come across, this has to be the most stupid one, because if terrorists actually wanted funding, they would use different means of funding and not actually crypto. So this article is completely stupid, and that's just my opinion. Next one up is by The Guardian. It even says right here, this article is more than 4 years old. UK and EU plan crackdown amid crime and tax evasion fears. So right here, it says that this article was published on December 4th of 2017. And the most recent article, which was released yesterday, it says right here, March 2022, Bitcoin suffers ahead of European Parliament vote that could lead to its ban. And then literally the same day, they vote not to ban Bitcoin. So as you can see, guys, it's always like a back and forth type of deal between, certain countries and Bitcoin. Literally, China itself, they're basically deciding to ban Bitcoin and unban Bitcoin every other month. FUD around Bitcoin comes around from every country there is. Seriously. And let me show you guys what this particular article, or this news, not the particular article, but this news did to the Bitcoin price. Okay, so here, so basically we were at $38,000, pumped to almost $43,000, and then when they announced that they're going to decide if they want to ban Bitcoin or not, it dumps a little bit. The problem with it is people fall for these articles. These are not whales selling. These are, if whales sold, better believe we would be at like 20K. But this is not whales selling. This is people who are fearful of, bans, regulation, and all that stuff. Guys, you gotta realize something. You can't ban Bitcoin. And that's the beautiful thing about it. No country can actually ban it. You can't stop the Bitcoin blockchain. The only way to stop the Bitcoin blockchain is to get all the miners to stop mining Bitcoin. That's about it. But that's impossible. China, on the other hand, what they did, they just banned the miners. They just banned the large-scale miners that were, mining Bitcoin on a large scale in a massive warehouse. But that still does not stop smaller scale miners from mining Bitcoin in China. So China tries to ban it literally every year, every other month, but it doesn't work. If Bitcoin was that easy to ban, we probably wouldn't even know about crypto in general. Alright guys, so this is very important to understand that this FUD comes and goes, and it does nothing to crypto other than make it like pump and dump 2% to the upside or downside. And people fall for this. People fall for these articles that, oh man, what if they actually regulate Bitcoin? Then my investment is going to go down. I'm going to be worried. Well, like we mentioned in the beginning, people will experience fear, uncertainty, and doubt because of, articles like this. And they all turn out to be nonsense articles that don't actually do anything to the Bitcoin blockchain. The fact is, no one can ban Bitcoin, even if they wanted to. The most they can do is just ban the miners that are mining Bitcoin in the large warehouses, and they can maybe block some exchanges from allowing people to exchange in certain countries. But then again, you can use a VPN. So good luck, banning crypto. And even let me show you guys another article that this FUD always continues nonstop. Okay, I showed you guys already all the articles that are talking about banning Bitcoin. Okay, from the past, from 2014, 2015, 2017, and 2022. Next week, actually no, Wednesday. Where is this article? So Wednesday, investors predict Fed to hike rates this week. Reactions from crypto, stocks, gold market expected. So basically there's another Fed meeting this week on Wednesday, which is, let's see. Oh, it's actually tomorrow. So there's a Fed meeting tomorrow about interest rate hikes. Guys, this will obviously cause a reaction in the market because it causes fear, but it's irrational fear. If you look at the long-term chart of Bitcoin, come on. Okay, so if you look at the overall chart of Bitcoin, it just trends upwards. Keep in mind, the articles that I showed you, it's not even a quarter of a percent of how much FUD goes out every single week by media companies about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been getting FUDded from the very beginning. Every single week, Bitcoin will disappear. Nobody will use it. It'll get regulated to death, etc., etc. Which none of it came true. People are still using it. Price has been going up. It is holding. It's been in I would say an accumulation period ever since the beginning of, not the beginning, but ever since, let's see. Ever since, February, between February till now of last year, we've been holding basically in the same range. We've been in the same range of 30,000 to 60,000 for the past year, guys. And it's quite incredible that we're still holding despite all this war stuff going on and COVID and war and all that stuff. It's just a bunch of FUD. And on top of that, they're calling for regulation and banning Bitcoin. That just shows you the strength of Bitcoin, guys. That within itself shows the use case of Bitcoin and crypto. Yes, the transactions are slow. They take anywhere from, I personally had a transaction take 3 hours for Bitcoin. But typically they range anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours. I personally had it on the longer term. Not longer term, I mean I had to wait more time. But that's okay. It can be expensive too. Bitcoin is expensive too. It costs like anywhere from $2 to $25 to send a transaction. But that's all okay. You know why, guys? Because crypto and Bitcoin was created for censorship resistance. That's the main argument for crypto. Nobody can control it. Not one country can just put their foot down and stop your transaction from going through. For them to actually do that, they would have to overpower all the people who are actually supporting the chain. Good luck doing that. That's basically all I have to say. Before I finish the video, I want to say, guys, that I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own research and come to your own conclusions. This is just for entertainment purposes only. I probably should have said this in the beginning, but it's alright. And this is all I have to say for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.